We know how important our connections are for happiness and well-being. But what do you do if you're a little bit shy? What do you do if you consider yourself an introvert? Well, I have some ideas that can help you. They're based on the science and the research, and to help the introvert, to let yourself off the hook a little bit, that you don't have to be a wonderful conversationalist in order to have meaningful relationships. And I like to call this the look, smile, and ask equation for connection. First of all, just look the person in the eye. When we look at people in the eye, and not in a creepy way, it releases oxytocin in the other person's brain, making them feel seen and cared for. It's one way that simply through eye contact, you can make another person feel good. You don't even need to say a word. So let yourself off the hook. You don't have to come up with a fancy, complicated conversation. The next is to smile. When we smile at people, due to mirror neurons, the other person will most likely smile back. And then both of you are feeling good through the power of smiling. When we smile, dopamine is released in our brains, and that makes us feel good. So look and smile. So far, you haven't even said a word. The next is to ask. Ask a question. People love to talk about themselves. So if you can't, if you're struggling to find something that you consider to be really meaningful, having the other person answer a question is meaningful. It makes the other person feel good to be talking about themselves. And the research shows that when people have the opportunity to talk about themselves, it makes them value the interaction. They enjoyed the interaction. So these are three simple things that you can do if you're feeling a little bit hesitant, whether it's a new situation, a new social gathering, and you don't know anybody. Rely on these three things. So I call this the look, smile, and ask connection equation. Very, very simple to foster your human relationships.